Hello, namaste, and good afternoon. This is Manashwi, and on behalf of Foroptum team, I would like to welcome you all to the IBIDS e-learning session organized by Foroptum. A brief introduction about our program. The IBIDS e-learning session is an initiative by Foroptum, and it is an interactive program where we discuss optometric topics. And today we have Mr. Raja BG, who is going to talk to us about public relations in eye care. So before we start with the presentation, I would like to give you all a brief introduction about the speaker we have today. He has completed bachelor's in agriculture from UAS in 1974 and master's in human resources from Institute of Management Studies, Delhi in 1985. He has also presented many papers in community ophthalmology in many national conferences. He has a keen interest in public health in eye care with experience of over 25 years at several hospitals across the country, and he is currently serving as General Manager at Vitala International Institute of Ophthalmology, Bangalore. On behalf of Foroptum IBIDS and our audience, I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Manashwi. Thank you. I'm blessed to interact with all of you young guys on public relations in eye care. You know, most of the people talk about public relations in companies and corporates, but many of you have not heard about public relations. You may ask why. Because public relation is something different from what you usually do. You are more concerned about 6 by 9, 6 by 12, 6 by 18. You are more concerned about glaucoma, you are concerned about myopia, you're concerned about cataracts, diabetic retinopathy, and so many others. But to sustain an organization, maybe an ophthalmic hospital or an ophthalmic clinic or maybe an optical store, one of the vital functions we need is public relations. So I'm going to deal for about 45 minutes on this. After that, I welcome any queries, questions, discussions, interactions from all of you. I'm going to start the presentation on a lighter, lovely note with the next slide. In brief, which shows what is public relation. This is a story. This is a slide about two lovers. Imagine the first one is saying, I'm a great lover. It's as good as saying, I'm a great optometrist. My clinic is a great. That is a marketing job you are doing. Once you keep repeating about it, my hospital is good, my hospital is good, it becomes an advertisement. That is the job of an advertising man. Okay? Then somebody says, I understand you are a great lover. Somebody says, I understand yours is a great clinic, you are a great optometrist, you are a great hospital. That becomes a branding of the hospital. What is all about it? Somebody directly saying yours is the best hospital. You know, finally, we have to learn at branding of the hospital, branding of the clinic, branding of the optometrist. This is how we are going to continue to survive in this business. Why I call it business is it's always business plus charity plus service. So all three are embedded in this topic. I will take you to the next slide now. What is public relation? I know it's an art and science of talking to the right audience in the right voice. It influences and shapes a company's image, reputation, brand perception, and culture. It's an art and science. Why it's a science? We have a detailed program of developing this. A science of talking has been developed. It's a big topic on communication. And it's an art. Why it's an art? Everyone can't do public relation. You have to develop it. You have to develop the art. You have to practice it. You have to work on it to become a public relation person. You know, and it says talking to the right audience in the right voice. When you talk about optometry, when you talk about ophthalmology, you have to talk to the right audience. You are not going to talk to a laborer on the road about optometry, you know. So the audience is important and in the right voice. It says it influences and shapes a company's image, reputation, brand perception, and culture. How we do as a personal relation, public relation, it's not just a public relations man job. It's a job of every ophthalmologist, optometrist, every worker in the setup. The company's image, reputation, and brand perception is coming out of the public relation work exercised, practiced by every worker in the organization. You know, what is public relation? It is managing image and reputation, I said. We manage the image of the hospital or the clinic or the optical store we work or we own. Why I say own? Many of you may become owners of optical centers tomorrow. You may have a small clinic. So managing the image of the place and reputation is very vital to survive and continue in the business. Okay. For this, pure public relation involves so many things: opinion, awareness, education, sales, relationship, branding, and publicity. Publicity. How do you do publicity? It's a big exercise. I will be later taking up on how publicity is done, what are the tools of publicity. But publicity is very, very vital for any organization or any setup or any unit. Even the smallest of the small setups, a small optical store needs publicity now. Gone are the days when you used to have an ophthalmic clinic or optical store, maybe one or two in a small town. You will find now one or two in each road. So publicity, your existence should be put across to all the public to know about it. Second one, the opinion. What opinion it develops? That comes out of how you manage at the center. Opinion, I say, opinion of the public about your setup, your unit. That is going to reflect on the public relation. The third one, awareness. Awareness about what? It's awareness about your own unit, awareness about the importance of optometry, awareness about the showing, consulting an optometrist or an ophthalmologist, awareness about the eye care. It's all going to reflect in your public relation. Education. What do we do is education. I'm not talking about what degree someone holds. It's how you educate people. A PR man doesn't simply go on advertisers. He has to educate a lot of people, target people. He has to have a typical targets. What kind of people I'm going to meet, how I'm going to educate. I will be sooner dealing it in detail. Then the sales. Sales is also an integral part of public relation. If you are a business setup, an ophthalmic clinic or an optical store, a hospital, we all have to do the sales. Sale of our services, sale of our optical, sale of our services, sale of our whatever surgeries, whatever we do, it's all sale. Finally, it accounts to sale. So public relation will be indirectly moving the sales of the organization, right? Then the relationship between whom? relationship between the customer and the setup, patient and the setup, outside world and the setup. Setup means I mean here ophthalmic clinic, maybe hospital, or again an optical stores. Finally, the branding. You know, unless you have a branding, you cannot survive for long. So any setup without a branding is bound to diminish by branding by other units or other people in the same industry. So all this from publicity to relationship finally ends with the branding. You know, for example, if I am from Vitala Hospital, my brand Vitala has to survive. Today, we have got that brand Vitala. You know, I don't have to say the long name of the hospital. Vitala means we know it. Vitala means we know the college standards. So that branding has to happen. Similarly, in all your setup, you have to struggle to establish the name of the institution or the setup, which is called branding. Okay, today the role of public relation. It is not like olden days, a PRO used to go just give the advertisement in newspapers. No, gone are the days. Here, everyone is a PRO now. Every optometrist is a public relation man. Every marketing man is a public relation man. Every administrator is a public relation man. So what is the role of public relation? Building awareness and a favorable image for a company. What is building awareness? All of us know, you all know, you also must have participated in a lot of mass eye screening camps, corporate camps. You know, these camps are designed basically to build awareness first. It is not just making money, it is the awareness we are building through mass screening and camps. And once an awareness comes, once a person living in a slum or a middle class family knows or realizes the importance of eye care, automatically he will start coming. Your numbers will increase. So building awareness about the eye care and also building awareness about our own setup. You know, one should build awareness about his own hospital, his own unit. Unless people are aware of the existence of this unit, you cannot survive. So public relation is part of this and a favorable image for a company. By building this awareness, we have to build a favorable image of our own institution or our own setup. Second, closely monitoring numerous media channels for public comment about a company and its products. Here, company is eye care hospital, as I said, ophthalmic units or retail stores. What are our products? For an optical shop, the products are your frames, your lenses, contact lenses, these. What is a product for the hospital? It includes every service you provide is a product. Consultation is a product. Expertise is a product. All investigations, they are our product. Procedures, they are our products. Surgeries we conduct, products. Specialties, they are product. So we use a lot of channels, media channels. So the PR man has to keep monitoring these media channels where public comment about our services. Here, our product means basically our services. One should keep watching maybe your social media, maybe emails, maybe newspaper, because people can write in any of these media, comment on any of these media about our company, your company and its services. Why it is required? Next is managing crisis. There may be something wrong reflected in the media. Something wrong reflected in the media. So we have to be very watchful what it is coming. So it is for the PR man to manage the crisis and then building goodwill among the organizations. It is public relation doesn't include just going around and speaking to people on hospital. There are various things included in public relation which are part: financial public relation, consumer lifestyle public relation, crisis public, industry relations, government relations. What is government relation? Most of our ophthalmic hospitals, we always work in coordination with the government. Particularly the NGO hospitals participate in a lot of government programs. So we have to be, the PR man has to be in continuous contact, in good relations with the government, because government cannot do everything. It is for us also to do. But we must accept that the deepest and the widest network in healthcare is from the government. So we have to use the network with the good relation with the government and also use to promote our organization or our services. Industry relations. What is industry relations? I know eye care is also an industry. We should network with a lot of hospitals. We should network with a lot of vendors. We should network with other NGOs, because many of us happen to come together many times in this. Maybe we develop relations with the industries during conferences, meetings, workshops. So we come to know each other's view, what they are doing somewhere else. This is going to help us in building our image. So that is also a part of public relation. Crisis public. It's very common in hospitals where you get crisis public. What is crisis public? Where a group, as an individual or a group of patients, may turn out to be creating a crisis for us. We should listen to one thing. We must be a good listener in crisis. Whatever the crisis is brought to us, a good public relation man should be a good listener. So how to handle a crisis is another chapter. It is not one-man show. Crisis is always handled by a group of persons designated for this. Then the consumer lifestyle public relation. Who is the consumer for us? Consumer is our patients. So lifestyle publication, what is a lifestyle? Lifestyle of in every individual, every community in respect of health differs. So we must go down to their level to understand and then draw them to our institution. You just can't be rebellion to their lifestyle. A lot of people, they have their own lifestyles. Sir, somebody may say, why should I get my eyes checked? I don't need. I can go for 4 years. No. Patient, you must have heard Gandhiji saying, customer is always right. Consumer is always right, so patient is always right. But actually he is not or so, but we must accept he is right and deal with him accordingly. The financial public relations, mostly it's handled by the owner if it is a smaller setup. If it is a bigger hospital or a bigger chain of institution, bigger outlet, it is handled by designated persons. What are the tools of public relations? I told you there are many tools that can be used in the practice of public relations. I can't say that any one particular tool is enough. There are many tools. We have to use a combination of tools in building public relation. You may ask, what are those tools? How we go about it? See, the kind of tools are many. One is media relations. What is that media relation? How many of us, how many of the hospitals, how many of the setups have a good media relation with print media, public mass media, audiovisual media? So these media are very, very vital for us because they can create a big good name for us or a bad name for us. So you always be watchful about that media relation. Always keep in touch. We have seen a lot of people doing wonderful work on the field in the hospital, great community work, but it's all gone unknown. You have to make news releases. It is not going to cost you much. Today an event happens. It's a great mass cleaning you have done, a great mass surgery you have done. You have brought in 50 people and done surgery. You have done a great DR screening. You have gone in your mobile clinic to the slum. It may look a routine job for us, but for outside world, it's a news always. So whenever you make these events, drop some news release it to the paper. How do you release it to the paper? There are two ways. One, release the news release and send them email to the newspapers and TV channels. Okay, that's one. Second, if the event is bigger, there is always in the district headquarters press clubs. You request them for a time of the journalist. Maybe you will not get more than 15-20 minutes. That's good enough. So all of the journalists, most of the hospitals fail to grab this opportunity. You must grab this opportunity. Meet all the journalists in the district headquarters, even if they are in a taluka level. You have local journalists. Meet them once. Tell them about what you have done and distribute the news release. Even if 20 journalists are there, if it comes on 2-3 newspapers, it's a big publicity for all of you. So news releases should be part of our routine exercises. Then industry trends. You know, the industry trends keep changing. Our industries, ophthalmic industry or optometry industry, optical industry, healthcare industry, it keeps changing. What is the trend changing? The new things, the new equipments. Just don't keep quiet when you have got something big equipment in your hospital, in your unit. You must have spent 40-50 lakhs. Nowadays, ophthalmic instruments, they are very, very expensive, but very helpful. So whenever you acquire, see what other hospitals are doing, how they are grabbing this, try to get them and make an announcement. Again, news release, we have introduced this. So this is you have to catch up with the industry, simple things, earlier only SACS was there, small incision cataract surgeries. The phaco came up. Everyone started advertising, we have phaco surgery, right? Today you will see the boards of every small hospital, the phaco. Then the MICS came, micro incision cataract surgery. Everyone said, yes, we have micro. All acquired the machine. Then the LenSx landed. They started advertising, we have got LenSx. You must catch up with the progress or industry trends and try to introduce it. So this is another public relation. People should know that you have got some of the best modern things with you. Whenever you acquire, make it public so that public come to know about it. Then the executive speaking engagements. When even if you are a small clinic, you must talk to executives of other companies always. Our executives and the client's executive, particularly in case of corporates, going to help a lot. We have to engage and media training. Always we have somebody who speaks on behalf of the hospital, maybe a PRO, what we call public relation officer, or a public relation manager. Where it is not there, maybe the owner or the administrator always talk to the press. But he must be trained how to speak. Public relation is not that you just talk whatever you feel like. He must be trained in media speaking, because media catches the smallest things. Even the smallest lacunae, they catch you fast. They are very, very intelligent and alert. So when you speak, you must have the full knowledge. That is why I must say you must have public relation who is trained either externally or internally in handling the media. Then web relations. I think every hospital has got a website today. That has become the biggest connection between the patients, the general public, and the hospital. Again, the web relations, how you update it is very, very important. Many of the hospitals or institutions, we see websites made 3 years ago, they still continue. Many times it carries the list of doctors who are no more there. Many times they don't carry the latest equipments they have acquired. So our website has to be updated frequently. Then the crisis. Crisis cannot be handled by everyone. I don't think there is any hospital which has not faced a crisis either by an event or by patient or by our own internal. So crisis handling is a work of the public relation man. It has to be within the closed doors, amicably, without exploding the situation. That's why I said public relation need training. An optometrist can be a very good public relation manager. Many of the times, because he is the one who first sees the patient, he can tackle the patient very nicely, very tactfully in crisis period. He can cool them down. So optometrists, I feel nowadays, they are the frontline people in the hospital, any ophthalmic hospital. Really hats off to optometrists who have done a great job in this. Then events, conferences, think tanks. We must attend events and conferences where we go to publicize our own institution. You have to make people know the conferences are the best platforms. Events are the best platforms where we can participate and say a lot of things about our institution, the facilities, the good things we have done. You must highlight the good things are done. It is only in the conference you are always recognized. A national level conference, anything, say Vision 2020, AOS, AOS doctors will be there. At least for optometrists, Vision 2020 conference is a wonderful national level conference. You all can be public relation. It's not just presenting paper. You will be talking to so many people there. Create an awareness about your organization. The best things you do, the specialities you have. You are the public relation man in the conference. So you are an optometrist, he's a public relation man, he's an ambassador to hospitals. Of course, blogs are very common, but many of the hospital employees don't use blogs. Community involvement. I think these are much highest, greatest level of community involvement is in the ophthalmic sector. Any other sector, you don't find this community involvement, but in ophthalmic setup, every eye hospital, even corporate hospitals or NGO hospitals, they are all rushing for community ophthalmology. Community ophthalmology is the biggest one. Right from your student days to internship and then in the service, you're always a part of the community programs. Once you need community involvement, the whole community maybe is a pocket of 40,000, 30,000, 50,000. In big cities, A community, simple corporation, what involves 50 to 1 lakh population. You are holding them. Community involvement brings good things to the hospital. They are the ones who develop and broadcast our name. One should have a wonderful public relation with these sponsorships. Speaking a little about my own hospital, we have sponsors who are running with us continuously for the last 10 years. For the last 10 years, they are continuing with us. That means once you catch a sponsorship, that sponsor should be with us forever. That is how we develop our relations with them. So all this completely takes public relation. They're targeting public. How we target public? A fundamental technique used in public relation is to identify the target audience and tailor every message to appeal to that audience. It's a very simple thing all of you must have noticed, even as an intern or a working optometrist. When you go to a slum, you will not talk about contact lens, right? When you go to a college screening, you will not talk about cataract. These we have to keep in mind what to speak, what message to be given to which audience. When we go to colleges, we talk about eye check, regular check. We talk about eye donation. When you go to a senior citizens home, when you go to senior citizens gathering, we talk more about cataracts and regular check, glaucoma, all this. So our message should go and target only that audience. Suppose you have been invited to address to diabetic patients. You are talking about diabetic retinopathy, right? You are not talking about something else about fever. They know what they should know, how diabetic retinopathy important. That is the one we need. So every message from the person involved in this should have relevance to that audience. Otherwise, your message goes unheard. Okay, I told you target audiences, messaging positioning, news generation, media relation, conference trade shows, executive visibility program, public affairs. These are the ones which develop, increase the company's reputation. Messaging positioning, news generation, media relation, good relations with media always keeps. Conferences, trade shows, we should participate in conferences. Executive visibility programs, public affairs program. What is public affairs program? Where it involves the public, not just one pocket, the general public. Such programs we have to show up ourselves. Okay, these are the main target audience to build up our company's reputation. This is negative public relation, also called as dark relation. Dark public relation is a process of destroying the target's reputation and our corporate identity. This we should never practice in our life, because what is dark public relation? Public relation generally is to increase the image of our institution. But dark public relations is a process of destroying other institutions' reputation. Some hospital is maybe a competitor, but no. Our public relations should depend only on goodness of our things, the good points of our institution. Please never try to talk bad things about the other institution. At the end of the day, it is going to hit your own institution, our own institution. Because each one is sailing in his own area. So by creating negative relations about others, I don't think we gain anything in the long term. Maybe short time, we may gain some leverage, but it's going to hit us very badly. All of you, please remember, never get involved in dark public relation. We are not here to destroy others. We are here to develop the image of our own institution. Okay, the building of a dark PR campaign, also known as a dirty trick or a smear campaign, is a long and a complex operation. We are not involved in this. We, as eye care units, eye care hospitals, we are not interested in dark PR. Don't talk about sentinel events which happens in other hospital. Don't bring it out. Don't make comments. Keep yourself. Let us keep ourselves to our own organization. That is the best thing to develop us. So if a black points may be there in every organization, if you try a dark PR, somebody else will be trying a dark PR on us. So in public relation, never talk about bad points of other setup, rather talk about good things of our own. So public relation is used to build rapport with employees, patients, supporters, and donors, or the general public. You know, supporters, donors, and general public, they are the most important, because our donors and supporters will be watching us. They will be watching the media, how our organization is gathering the name, how we are performing, how good things we are doing to the community. So whenever we talk about it, see that our image goes up. Take the donor, take the supporter to places where you have done wonderful work. That is the biggest public relation. Many of the hospitals have vision centers where the optometrist is the head. He is the sole in charge of the vision center. A lot of projects are included. Whenever a supporter or donor, it is the optometrist who really builds the image of the hospital with the donor as well as in that area community. That's why I suggest optometrists working in vision centers, please know about your area, please know about the geographical area, everything about that area, what is doing. So when donors usually try to visit these places, create a good impression. That is the biggest public relation you are doing for the organization. Any organization which has a stake in how it is portrayed in the public arena employs some level of public relation. Dear optometrists, you are our public relation personnel. In fact, we don't need to have separate public relation officer for that. If you are a small setup, each one of us, each one of you is a public relation manager. So it is in your hands how you build up your organization's name and how you help the organization grow, because we always grow with the organization. We are there because of the organization. We will be there with the organization. So take care of your organization. Be good public relations person in the views of the public. Thank you. I invite now anybody, anything to know further about it. You are most invited.
Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation, sir. I'm pretty sure that, like me, all our audiences have also immensely enjoyed your presentation. It was a lovely presentation, sir. And on behalf of IBIDS and our audience, we would like to thank you for giving us your valuable time and the lovely experience of the presentation today. So I'd like to request you to share your experience on today's session.
Thank you, Mansi. It has been wonderful. I was talking to Mr. Janak, a wonderful student and intern here with us. When I came to know about this, first only thing I said, you are doing a great thing. Presently at this condition, when you're all at home, e-learning has become the thing of the day. So better to spend more. We are always willing to involve ourselves in this. We are always willing to take up more and more. Vitala, International Institute of Ophthalmology is there with you. You are most welcome to ask for any sessions you want. Thank you, Mansi.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words, sir. And we have received a lot of appreciation comments on our conversation box for the presentation as well. So thank you so much once again. This brings us to the end of our program. And I would also like to thank our audiences for being supportive, kind, attentive, and interactive as usual. On that note, I would like to end the meeting. The session will be on YouTube soon. So stay tuned for more sessions. I'm sorry, sir.
There is a question I would like to touch.
Yes, sir.
Rahul Doot has asked about does type of clothes we are wearing has any input on public relation? Shall I go for it?
Sure, sir, please.
Rahul, wonderful. I think you have caught the point which I left. The clothes we wear, it makes a lot of difference when we present ourselves before the public. You know, public expect a healthcare professional to be in a formal dress always, a formal dress. I never say any dress is bad, but when you go as a public relation, when you are a health worker, I know most of the hospitals have a dress code, but the dress we wear, the way we wear it, is a lot of things. In fact, maybe if time comes, sometimes when I get a chance, I will come before you with doctor, optometrist, how to communicate with patients and how the dressing habits. Dressing has definitely a reflection of ourselves. So we should be presentable. We should have a formal dress when we go out and face the community or the public. Thank you for the question. Nice one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the answer. And I hope that answers the question Rahul Doot was asking. So I think this brings us to the end of the program today. And the session will be on YouTube soon. And if you have any questions, any queries that you would like to ask, we will be available on the social media and we will connect you with sir as well if you want to connect with him. And you can also visit us at www.foroptom.com for more information on Foroptom and IBIDS. Also join us on social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you. On that note, I would like to end the meeting and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.